What's up, and thanks for watching. Today's video we're going to be discussing hammer curls and the benefits to using this exercise and what it's going to help you do. But first, if you don't know me, this is Mark Haynes doing stuff. Let me introduce myself.
6'4" and full of muscle.
Mark. All right, so I was at the gym today and I was actually training arms, and I did a few sets of hammer curls. I started thinking to myself, well, maybe people would like to know what are the benefits of this exercise, what it does, how to do them properly, and even, a lot of people might not even know what hammer curls are. So I would like to take this time to discuss doing hammer curls and how you could incorporate them into your workout to get the most out of your growth for your arms. So for this exercise, we will not actually be using one of these. However, as the name suggests, there is a lot of similarities to what you do with this as to what you're going to do with the dumbbell. All right, so with the hammer curl, okay, it's going to be a little different than the regular bicep curl. And I'm not telling you in this video that we're going to throw away the bicep curl and not do that anymore. I'm just showing you that you can incorporate both of these forms for your getting the best development out of your arms. So you're still going to want to do the regular bicep curl, which is, where you curl the dumbbell straight up. But with the hammer curl, there's a different variation now, where you're going to take your wrist and hold the dumbbell like this, and you're going to lift it this way. And a lot of times what I like to do is I'll curl across my body, because that can, I feel like it activates the muscle the best doing it that way. So I'm going to get into some of the benefits of doing this. So for those of you who might not be advanced lifters, you still know that the arm is comprised of mostly the tricep here and the bicep on this part of the arm. But what you might not know is that there's a bunch of other smaller muscles in the arm as well that we want to train as well to get the maximum benefits from our training. So what hammer curls target is this muscle called the brachialis muscle, which is kind of in between the biceps and triceps, and that sits like right on top of this the humerus bone. So when you shift your wrist to facing this way, like a neutral grip, that's going to activate that brachialis muscle. So why do we want to activate that muscle? Well, many reasons. You get the tape measure out and go around your arm. Your arm could be really, it could go really high up this way and, hang down with the tricep. But then it could be completely flat here, so it's not going to measure as long. So if you want to get the arms as big as possible, you're going to want to train this muscle. Also, you look at someone straight on, this arm here, it's going to look wider. So you want to train with the hammer curls, they make your arms wider, as opposed to, they still are going to build up the bicep here. But whereas the regular curl, which I said you still want to do those, but that's going to hit more of the bicep, this way. It's going to make it bigger up and down, whereas the hammer curl is going to make it thicker. And another thing I like about doing hammer curls, okay, is you can handle more weight. When your arms are facing this way, you can really load up, use the heavy dumbbells, and, you still want to do good form, obviously. You don't want to be jerking the weights up or anything, but you can handle more weight. And the more weight you use, the more muscle you're going to be able to grow. You can activate more muscle fibers using heavier weights, and that'll make you stronger for when you come to do your regular curls, because you've just handled, maybe you can use the 40-pound dumbbells when you're doing the hammer curls, and you can only use like the 30-pound ones when you're doing this way. But that 30 pounds is going to feel lighter. So after doing, hammer curls for a few weeks, then you go back to doing your regular way curls, then you might be able to do the 35s because you just handled the weight, the 40 pounds, if that makes sense. So your strength is going to increase when you're doing these hammer curls, and that's going to transfer over to when you're doing other exercises. So as I said, it doesn't have to be any different than just a regular standing bicep curl. You're just going to stand and you're going to curl the weight. I like to do them alternating, but you still want to use that controlled contraction. You don't want to be heaving, as I said. You don't want to have to start to do this. We're just going to stand straight, curl the weight, focus on the negative, curl the weight up this way, focus on the negative, and that is going to make your arms have that three-dimensional look. So, you want to get the most out of your training. I would definitely incorporate doing hammer curls in your workouts. So as I said, these are not going to replace regular bicep curls, and you might not even want to do them every single week. But hammer curls are a great thing to add to your training. It's also going to make your forearms bigger because you curl it up this way. So it's definitely something I would recommend doing, something that I've been doing for years, and I love it. I love the pump that I get when I'm doing them. So any bit of knowledge that I can pass on to you guys, I hope you appreciate it. And I hope you can utilize this when you're in the gym. I want you to be able to get the most out of your workouts, the best results that you can get. And so incorporate these. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you're doing them. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of my other training tips. You want to see more videos like this, let me know. Anybody has any questions, you can feel free to ask me in the comments too. And thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.